Quick question. What do under, before, and toward have in common? They're tiny words, but they can hold a whole sentence together. Those words are prepositions, and once you understand them, English starts to feel cleaner, smoother, and a lot less confusing. If your English ever sounds a little off, prepositions are often the reason. You might have the right vocabulary, the right tense, even the right idea. But one small preposition can change the whole sentence. That's why these words matter so much. They are not extra decoration. They are the links that show how one idea connects to another. So what is a preposition? Simply put, it's a word, or word group, that shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun and the rest of the sentence. Prepositions tell us where something is, when something happens, or how something moves. In other words, they're relationship words. They connect ideas. They organize meaning. And they quietly do some of the most important work in English. That matters because some of the most common words in English are prepositions. Of, in, to, for, with, on, by, at, from, about. Small words. Big job. English uses them constantly, which means mastering even a few of them can make a noticeable difference in your writing and speech. The good news? You do not need to memorize everything at once. You only need 3 everyday categories to start seeing the pattern. First, prepositions of place. Ask one question, where? These show location or spatial relationships. Think of at, on, and in as your fastest mental map. Use at for a point. The meeting is at the door. Use on for a surface or a line. The book is on the table. Use in for something inside an area. She's in the room. That simple pattern is one of the easiest ways to reduce confusion. Here's a helpful way to picture it. At is like a single spot. On is like contact with a surface. In is like being surrounded by boundaries. At the station. On the platform. In the city. At my desk. On the wall. In the house. This is not a perfect formula for every sentence, but it is a very strong starting point. And there are many other place prepositions too: above, behind, below, between, inside, near, under, upon, throughout, opposite. For example, the key was hidden under the doormat. The painting hangs above the couch. The store is near my apartment. The chair is between the window and the desk. Suddenly, the sentence is specific. You can see it. Next, prepositions of time. Ask, when? These help us track the clock and the calendar. At is for exact times. We leave at 6:30. On is for days and dates. The test is on Monday. In is for longer periods. I was born in 2016. We travel in the morning. That quick rule is one of the most useful in English grammar. You can also think of it this way. At is for a precise point in time. At noon. At night. On is for a day or a date. On Friday. On July 30th. In is for a larger period. In July. In the winter. Once you start noticing that rhythm, your choices become much faster. Other time prepositions matter too: after, before, during, since, until, throughout, within, ago, past. We need to finish the project before midnight. I've studied here since January. We stayed until the end. She called after lunch. He worked during the afternoon. Notice how the preposition quietly does the work of organizing time. Without it, the sentence loses precision. And here's a useful note for American English. We often say on the weekend or on weekends. In many other varieties, you may hear at the weekend. Different regions, slightly different habits. The meaning stays clear. Third, prepositions of direction and movement. Ask, which way? These tell us where something is heading. Across, into, toward, through, onto, around, past, along, off. She walked through the open doors. He ran across the street. The cat jumped onto the chair. The plane is moving toward the runway. Now the action has direction. It feels alive. This category is especially helpful because movement prepositions often show a change. Into suggests movement to the inside. Onto suggests movement to a surface. Through suggests passing from one side to the other. Across suggests movement from one side to another. Toward suggests motion in the direction of something. Past suggests movement beyond something. These tiny differences create big clarity. So far, we've covered place, time, and movement. But there's one more thing that confuses people. Prepositions can look similar, yet change the meaning of a sentence completely. For example, in, on, and at are everywhere. At is a point. On is a surface or a day. In is inside a space or a longer period. At 5 o'clock. On Tuesday. In July. Once you start spotting the pattern, your choices get faster. And watch for common swaps like of and for. Of and in and on. In and at, to and for and of. These are the little errors that make writing sound slightly unnatural. Not because the idea is wrong, but because the relationship word is wrong. That's why prepositions are such a powerful proofreading checkpoint. If you want a simple strategy, try reading your sentence out loud and listening for the relationship. Ask yourself, am I talking about a place, a time, or a direction? If the answer is not obvious, compare it to a familiar pattern. Sometimes the right preposition sounds natural immediately. Other times, you may know two options feel possible. But one sounds more common in everyday English. That's normal. The goal is meaning first, then naturalness. Some prepositions even work as chunks. Because of, in front of, in spite of, and up to are best learned together. Treat them like one unit. That makes them easier to recognize, easier to remember, and easier to use correctly. This also helps with reading, because multi-word prepositions often act like a single idea, not separate vocabulary words. And here's a myth worth dropping: you can end a sentence with a preposition. That old rule that says you never should is not a hard rule in modern English. The real goal is clarity and naturalness. If a sentence sounds awkward because you are forcing it away from a preposition, the sentence may get worse, not better. So write clearly. Write naturally. Then choose the form that best fits the meaning. Now for a rapid cheat sheet. Ready? About, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at. Before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, by, concerning, despite. Down, during, except, for, from, in, inside, into, like, near, of, off. On, onto, opposite, out, outside, over, past, regarding, round, since. Through, throughout, till, to, toward, under, underneath, until, up, upon. With, within, without. That is a lot of tiny words. And yes, English has over 100 prepositions. But you do not need to master all of them today. Start with the common ones. Start with the ones you use every day. A few smart choices can dramatically improve your writing. If you want a final memory trick, think of prepositions as little bridges. They connect a noun to the rest of the sentence. They tell you where the person is, when the event happens, or how the action moves. Without them, your ideas can feel disconnected. With them, your meaning becomes clear. That is the real power of prepositions. They may be small, but they shape precision. They tell us where. They tell us when. They tell us which way. They make your sentences more descriptive, more fluid, and easier to understand. So the next time you write or speak, pause for 1 second and ask, is this a place, a time, or a direction? That one question can save you from a lot of confusion. And if you're stuck, remember the basics. At for a point, on for a surface or date. In for an area or longer period. Simple. Useful. Fast. Keep it clear. Keep it precise. Keep it natural. Subscribe for more quick grammar upgrades.